The investor lockup period for Snapchat owner Snap Incorporated arrives this coming Saturday, and it could well see shares in the social media company come under further pressure on Monday next week as key investors are allowed to sell shares for the first time since it went public back in March. The lockup period bars those early key shareholders from selling during a 150-day period, a system that's designed to keep some sort of stability on the IPO. That'll be 400 million shares. Then 2 weeks later, another tranche, this time a whopping 780 odd million shares owned by staff, are then able to sell. Let's take a look at this chart in some more details. You can see that shares in Snap have already fallen below their $17 float price. That's this dotted line here. But let's take a look first of all at this middle chart here, which is the MACD, and you can see that it has had a period of rise, but since then it's really been quite a depressing picture so far as the momentum is concerned. And we've seen some green histograms, which basically means that momentum is beginning to turn. But in fact, you can see this latest drop down here. It is bottoming out, which might be of a little bit of help to some who think that the outlook is particularly bleak, although the downward trend clearly is continuing. There might be a little bit of a hesitation. The stochastics, similar sort of thing here. It's lower highs and lower lows, and now bumping along the bottom here. But let's get rid of those two and take a look in some more detail at the share price. The $17 flotation price from this dotted line here went straight up, and then the very first day pulled back to around about $24 a share. Since then, it's been difficult to see anything other than declines. This big drop here on the 10th of May was the day of the earnings, which came out, the maiden, very disappointing set of maiden results coming through from the company. A little bit of a rise, but then since then it's been pulling back again. And here we are now at $14.60, well below the IPO price. Where does it go from here? Well, it's very difficult to see just exactly if it can really sustain any serious gains. It has one, this is the hourly chart showing the looping down that they have. Every time you get a little bit of recovery, you get a little bit more of a loss. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much what many analysts are now talking about. The problem is it has enormous amounts of competition in the form of Facebook, which has Instagram, which is just mimicking everything that Snap comes out with. So at the moment, at least, the share price of $14.60 looks very vulnerable. And of course, as we go into that lockup period, the vulnerability can only continue.